Esther Behind the Scenes, Part 1. Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Michael. I'm a writer, and I co-wrote the Esther musical with my friend Marco, who's a composer.
So why Esther? What inspired you to write this musical?
Well, it's an amazing story about an orphan far from home who becomes queen in a foreign land and saves her people from being wiped out. It's got everything.
Secrets,
suspense,
comedy,
drama.
A lot of people might be familiar with the story of Esther, but we wanted to tell it in a new way. And I was interested in exploring why the people in the story did the things they did. The first song in the musical, This Is How I Roll, introduces the four main characters. There's Xerxes, the powerful king.
I'm TJ, and I'll be playing King Xerxes.
My name is King Xerxes, and I'm the coolest king around. And the best part is I'm in charge like Forever Town. But ruling a kingdom can be kind of a bore. I'd rather be hanging out at the magic store.
I thought it would be fun to imagine the king as a magician. In the story of Esther, King Xerxes doesn't really know what's going on in his own kingdom. So I thought, well, maybe he was busy practicing magic.
It's really fun playing the king because he thinks he's an amazing magician, but he's actually quite terrible. Check this out.
magic, bunny appear.
I'm still working on it, you know. I actually feel kind of bad for the king. He's surrounded by people, but he never really knows who to trust.
There's the super schemy bad guy.
I'm Dave, and I'll be playing the part of Haman.
My name is Haman, and don't you dare test me. You know who I am, I'm the king's bestie. Xerxes says I'm awesome, and I can't blame him. Who wouldn't want their right-hand man to be Haman?
Oh, thanks. I was just working on my evil laugh. Although, if you'd asked Haman, he wouldn't have called himself evil at all.
King Xerxes, you look so nice with that crown. I think I'll just take it from you. Yeah.
He really thought he was right, and everyone else was wrong. I think a lot of villains feel that way. And like most villains, Haman's willing to hurt people just to get his way.
There's the wise cousin.
Hi, I'm John, and I'll be playing the part of Mordecai.
My name is Mordecai. I'm kinda like a spy. Before we talk about me, let me give you some history. So when the Persians came back to Babylon, they set my people free. Some Jews went back to Judah, where our home base used to be.
He's a Jewish guy working for the Persian government. It's kind of a long story, but basically the Israelites were captured and taken far from their home. The people in Persia didn't follow God, but even in a foreign land, Mordecai stayed true to his Jewish faith. I wonder if that was ever hard for him. Oh, and one other cool thing about Mordecai is that he adopted his little cousin, who's actually the hero of the story.
The brave hero.
Esther, I'm Ilani, and that's who I will be playing.
Hey, you've probably heard of me, 'cause here in Persia, see, I'm the queen bee. Yeah, and now it's safe to say you may have guessed my name. It's Esther, babe.
Esther was a Jewish orphan, raised by her cousin Mordecai. Actually, her real name is Sadasho. Mordecai named her Esther instead.
The name Esther sounds more Persian, and Mordecai probably thought that a Persian name would help Esther blend in. In the musical, Mordecai is kinda like a spy. Ha! Bet you didn't see me there. I'm so good at the spy thing. He likes to fly under the radar, keep one eye open, and one ear to the ground, and be prepared for anything.
But I don't think anything could have prepared Mordecai and Esther for what was going to happen. If you've heard the story before, you know that Esther is chosen as the Queen of Persia.
Oh, we have a gold one? I don't know, is gold my color? Matches my earrings.
That's right. The king made the last queen vanish. She refused to attend the king's magic show, but in the Bible it was really a royal banquet. So he kicked her out of the kingdom. He gave her the boot.
Esther needs to be careful. Mordecai tells her not to worry, and also to hide the fact that she's Jewish because, as it turns out, the Jews had some enemies.
Yeah, he's talking about Haman.
That guy is up to something sinister.
Haman is ready for action!
So there you have it, the 4 main characters. But there's actually a 5th character whose name is never mentioned in the book of Esther.
What do you mean?
The story of Esther in the Bible never mentions God, which is pretty unusual. But this story is all about how God is doing something big behind the scenes, and we could choose to be a part of it.
So when's the musical coming out again?
Well, this year hasn't exactly gone to plan. Something that I think Esther and Mordecai will relate to. But as soon as we have a premiere date, we will let you know. Hopefully it will be sometime in 2021. The good news is you don't have to wait to listen to music. The cast recording is out, and you can start listening along right now. Don't forget to start with the song "This Is How I Roll" to be introduced to all the characters we met today. And stay tuned for some family discussion questions coming right up.
And so you're gonna see why they named the